Yeah, this is me again, your player partner IQ man, and I'm back with another, another reaction, man. This time we got so it's been some people kidnapped in Mexico, bro, on camera, and we about to get the update and get the gist of what's really going on.
One of the big stories that we are following for you, 2 of the 4 Americans that were kidnapped in Mexico found dead, and we're still getting new reports there on this story that has really captured the attention of many. And now to get...
Why in the hell is on 360? I don't know why it went from clear to foggy.
Give us a better insight on this matter. We want to bring in a special guest here to Live Now from Fox. This is Bobby Chacon there, a former FBI special agent. Thank you so much for being here with us on Live Now and giving us insight on this matter. And Bobby, first question to you is what was your thinking when you heard this headline come through this morning?
Well, unfortunately, it's what some of us had expected in this type of situation, having worked these kinds of matters for many years overseas. They're very rarely resolved in favor of the victim. It seemed like from the beginning this was a violent confrontation, whether it was staged or they happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, as it seems now. It seemed like it was not going to have a very good resolution.
No, not there at all there. So when we hear about these reports there of maybe a case of mistaken identity, what are we looking at as far as cartels that are active in Mexico? And I mean, what's going on there where you can just cross over and then unfortunately be shot as you're driving?
Well, Matamoros is a border town, right? And so it's right across from Brownsville. So literally, it's the same neighborhood almost. There's obviously a country border between the two cities, but it's a very, very close to Brownsville, Texas, and people often travel across the border for shopping or for whatever. Now, Matamoros was the home, or is the home base for what's known as the Gulf Cartel, Gulf of Mexico, because it's right there on the Gulf. And in recent years, unfortunately, the DEA and the Mexican government had some success several years ago, probably a decade ago, in removing the head of the Gulf Cartel and some of his top echelon managers. And so that cartel was somewhat decimated for a while, but what that did was it left a power vacuum. And so differing warring factions within the Gulf Cartel have been at war in Matamoros, and that's why the violence has escalated in recent years.
Hold on, so was it, how many of them was females? Now I'm thinking sex trafficking. They killed them, you know what I'm saying? What happened to the other 2 people?
Years, because when there was one boss and one cartel in charge, things were a little more calm. And now that was kind of the leadership of that cartel was dismantled, it created a power vacuum. And I think that there is still a violent struggle within the Gulf Cartel to take over who's going to lead that cartel.
And what warnings should Americans heed before going to Mexico when they see stories like this?
Well, I think that the best thing to do is go on the State Department website. They update it very, very often. They updated it within the day of this happening. And look, because the entire country of Mexico is not bad and violent and dangerous. So you need to know where to go in a particular country, just like any country, just like the U.S. There are places you might want a vacation, and there are places you want a vacation. And so I would tell Americans that we're thinking to traveling to Mexico, go on the State Department website and state.gov, I think it is, and do some research on the different areas, because not every area is like Matamoros. This happens to be one of the more violent cities, and because it's where it's situated and because of the cartel struggling to find leadership, that's why it's dangerous. But there are other places in Mexico, certainly, that are fine to go and vacation at.
And as you said, because we have this situation where this vacuum of leadership and the different factions are trying to get an upper edge there, going forward here, are we going to see more of this in these towns where this violence can erupt at any moment, even in broad daylight?
Oh, absolutely. And I think the cartels pretty much control of city like Matamoros. And so I think that we have seen it escalating over the last couple of years. And unfortunately, these four Americans were down there for a medical procedure that was probably a lot cheaper to have in Mexico.
That's crazy.
One of them I saw reporting that he had misgivings about going down there with his friend for this procedure. They looks like they were caught. Everybody's calling it a kidnapping, but this is not a traditional kidnapping where someone's taken on purpose for ransom. It seems like these people were caught in a crossfire. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and tragedy ensued. Now, what I'm seeing reported is that there are two survivors and two deceased Americans, and so we'll have to sort all that out. But it seems like they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I can tell you, Matamoros is probably the wrong place to be right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And with those two Americans that did survive, what would the FBI do for questioning as far as trying to get intel and maybe some just storylines from them? What goes on after they come out of the hospital that the FBI will be asking these two Americans?
Well, they'll do a standard witness victim interview, which means you're trying to get a description of the people that shot them or shot at them or took them in the truck, anything they overheard, if any of them have a Spanish language capability, what they overheard, because I'm sure all the language was Spanish, all the conversations. So where they were taken, what type of building they were in, whether they were in a home, whether they were in a building, whether they were in a basement, where they were taken. And so you just...
Bro, that is like a nightmare, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's like a fucking nightmare, bro. That's crazy, my nigga. Condolences to those people who lost their life. I'm still trying to make sense of this shit, though, bro. Like, how? Let me see. Because some people is like, I want to see, damn. Damn, bro. Cause there go the footage right there. That's what I wanted to see, the footage. That's crazy. That's sad as hell, bro. If they really ain't had nothing to do with shit, bro. Like, nigga, what are the odds, bro? What are the odds? Like, that you would be caught in
But right now we get to the news. We do have some breaking news from South Texas, where the FBI says 4 American citizens have been assaulted and kidnapped just over the border in Mexico. These photos are believed to show the kidnapping, which began with a volley of gunfire. Christina Ruffini is in Washington with the latest. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. The FBI says armed men took the 4 Americans shortly after they crossed the border into Mexico. And this video posted online appears to show some of them may be injured. A warning, some of the images in this report are disturbing.
A post on Twitter Friday appears to show the moment 4 Americans were kidnapped in Mexico. One woman walking on her own was forced into a white pickup truck. Men armed with long guns and wearing bulletproof vests are then seen dragging one person after another into the vehicle. This happened Friday in Matamoros, Mexico. It's a border town that's only about a 12-minute drive from Brownsville, Texas. The FBI says the 4 Americans entered Mexico driving a white minivan with North Carolina license plates. Shortly after crossing the border, gunmen opened fire on the passengers in the vehicle. All 4 Americans were taken from the scene by the attackers. Their conditions are unknown. Also on Friday, the U.S. Embassy in Mexico posted an alert about media reports of an individual shot during what appears to be the same incident, warning government employees to steer clear. The alert also reminds U.S. citizens that this particular part of Mexico is a level 4 do not travel, the highest level warning in the State Department's travel advisory system. The consulate in Matamoros has posted at least 4 security alerts since February of 2020. Warning of drug cartel violence, crime, kidnappings, and clashes involving criminal armed groups.
The FBI is offering...
Bro. Y'all done took some black people. I don't know what made y'all take some black folks, Mexico. You know motherfuckers finna get on y'all ass, man. This is not good for Mexican and black relations, bro. Even though that's in Mexico, that's not like it happened in, but still, bro. This ain't gonna. I already see what's gonna happen, bro. It's about to be a lot of protests. It's about to be some shit, bro. I'm telling you, my nigga, because if them people was if they were honestly genuine people that had nothing evil, bad, crazy going on, bro, they parents about to start, like, they from Texas too, and then man, listen, I don't know, bro. I mean, I guess, they chose to go over there. It's not like they came in, but I'm trying to think what the U.S. government could say. I don't think the government gonna go to war about that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. This is crazy. Condolences to those who was lost, man. And remind me never to go to Metamoras or whatever the hell that place is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. I'm gone.